crazy theory about politics in Canada, or politics in general. What if both parties are shooting for the same end game? They're playing the same game, and they're playing it a bit of a different way, so that but the end results will be the same. And anyways, this is what I'm thinking of in Canada. What if the Liberals and the Conservatives, they have both of them exactly the same goal? And I think this is right. They have the same goal for Canada. The Liberals and the Conservatives. I don't think there's much difference in the end game for Canada, for their plans. So what if they were... Okay, what would they do then? Okay, about a year or two, you started hearing a lot about Alberta separating, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. And the Conservatives the Liberals have no way of stopping this, because they are retarded and they're going to continue to destroy this country. So, what do you do then? Oh, we rig the elections and and the Conservatives help the Liberals win the elections, because I think that is what happened last time. PP could have done a lot more to win. Instead, he's just a very soft, he's a soft liberal instead of a hardcore liberal. And so what would you do then? Let's change the riding of PP, which is the leader of the Conservative Party, so that the Liberals will win it. So they took a bite out of a different riding, and that's very, very liberal. Not so much so that the Liberals won't lose that riding, but so that they'll gain PP's riding. Okay, election night comes and PP, he loses his seat in Ottawa, and so because of the changing of the dynamics of the seat there, and so he loses his. Okay, what do we do now? Let's put him in one of the most conservative seats in Canada, which just happens to be in Alberta. I was actually just in Camrose, and I checked into the motel and then looked across the road, and there's Pierre Poilievre's. There's Pierre Poilievre's a sign. His head office is right there across the street. Anyways, I'm like, okay, I thought he was in Edmonton, but I guess it's not that far from Edmonton, 45 minutes. But anyways, so let's put him in Alberta. What's happening in Alberta? Alberta wants to separate. Let's put one of the leaders that have the same plan for Canada, remember now, and put one of those leaders into Alberta and make him pretend that he hates what the Liberals are doing, because lots of what the Liberals are doing, Harper started it, and PP was in there. They started financing the gender ideology crap and all that stuff, and the Conservatives were right in there with the COVID-19 crap and all that, until they saw, there's lots of support for the convoy. Oh, let's jump into the convoy just before it hits Ottawa. Let's walk with them, have a photo opportunity. Anyways, now PP is in Alberta. Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful play now, because now they'll do everything they can to stop Alberta from separating. But if that doesn't happen, PP is the backup plan. He's showing, or he thinks he's showing himself to be a really strong conservative, but his policies aren't really that much different than the Liberals. So what they're doing now is okay, if we can't stop Alberta from separating, they go to a vote and they get 51% to separate, and the referendum vote is 51% in favor for separation. Okay, no, but we have a backup plan. We have PP in Alberta, and he can be the head of the Conservative Party there. And so the federal Alberta Conservative Party. Now he'll be, right? And then he can continue to do with Alberta what their plan is for all of Canada. So really things are not going to change much. I think this is what's happening. I do not trust the Conservatives one damn bit. I think they're losers. And I think they're bigger losers than the Liberals because they portray themselves to be conservative, but they're Liberals. The Liberals at least tell us, we know what they are, right? So I actually trust the Liberals a bit more than the Conservatives because the Liberals say something, you know what they're doing. And if they lie, you know that they're lying. So I mean, it's easy to figure out, but the Conservatives are a bit smarter at hiding what they want to do. So anyways, this is what I think is happening. So Alberta, be very careful with your separation thing and who's going to be the leader. Because I can guarantee you, if Alberta separates, PP is going to be in there like a dirty shirt. I'm going to be the leader of the Conservative Party of Alberta. You know, the Federal Conservative Party of Alberta, the Wild Rose Party, whatever you want to call it. I think that's what's going to happen.